If a tiger and a lion stood face to face, which one would walk away? One is a solitary hunter, the other is a territorial fighter surrounded by a pride. Both are apex predators. Both are incredibly powerful. But their bodies tell very different stories. So forget internet arguments. We're comparing size, weapons, strength, behavior, and combat experience. And there is one question we won't answer until the very end. If everything else were equal, which predator would have the advantage? Let's start with the tiger. Built for solitary hunting, it must rely on its own body every single day. There is no hunting team waiting behind it. One animal does the entire job. Its hunting style depends on stealth, explosive acceleration, and powerful grappling with its forelimbs. Those enormous forelimbs aren't just for walking. They help control struggling prey. The tiger is also remarkably agile, capable of sudden bursts of speed and powerful leaps. From tropical forests to freezing landscapes, different tiger populations have evolved to handle extreme environments. Now meet the lion. The male has evolved around a very different challenge: defending territory and pride. Unlike the solitary tiger, lions live socially, sharing their lives with a pride. But social living doesn't mean peaceful living. Male lions can face serious competition from other males. A roar is more than a sound. It can announce strength and warn rivals to stay away. The mane also changes the lion's appearance, making the head and neck look enormous. And beneath that mane is an exceptionally powerful body, designed for explosive movement and close combat. First comes size. Large males of both species can exceed 200 kilograms, but individual animals vary enormously. Tigers are often the heavier animal when comparing large adult males, particularly among the biggest populations. But weight alone cannot decide a hypothetical encounter. The tiger's build gives it tremendous control through its forelimbs and shoulders. The lion counters with a massive chest, strong neck, and tremendous upper body power. Both possess the same basic weapons: teeth, claws, muscle, speed, and instinct. The tiger's jaws are built for gripping and delivering a power. The lion has equally formidable canine teeth and jaws, designed for gripping and subduing prey.
But exact bite force numbers are often exaggerated online. There is no reliable number that settles this contest.
And claws aren't simply weapons. They provide traction, grip, balance, and control. The tiger's greatest advantage may be the combination of flexibility, balance, and independent hunting. But the lion brings something different: experience with territorial conflict against other powerful males. A tiger normally has no pride behind it. When territory is challenged, it must handle the problem alone. Tiger territories can overlap, and encounters between males can become intense contests. Lions also face serious competition, especially when males challenge control of a pride. So the idea that lions never fight alone is misleading. Male lions can have considerable experience in one-on-one territorial conflict. Historical accounts describe lions and tigers being placed together in captivity. But those encounters were uncontrolled and highly individual. They cannot scientifically prove which species would always win. So what happens when we remove the myths and look only at biology? The tiger may hold an advantage in average mass among comparable large males. Its solitary lifestyle also means it regularly relies entirely on its own strength and technique. But the lion's experience defending territory against other males is a serious advantage of its own. There is no single statistic that can calculate what happens when two living predators meet. Individual size, age, health, experience, and circumstance could completely change the outcome. And now, we enter the one scenario nature never intended to happen. Neither animal attacks immediately. They watch, measure, and wait for the other to make the first move. Then the hesitation ends. In an instant, the two predators collide with extraordinary force. The tiger's agility becomes clear. It moves quickly, changing angles before the lion can easily anticipate its next move. But the lion has its own advantage. Its immense strength and experience with territorial rivals cannot be ignored. And here is where the science becomes complicated. There is no guaranteed winner, only advantages that depend on the individual animal. So, is there a winner? Scientifically, no. There has never been a controlled experiment capable of answering that question. But in a purely hypothetical matchup between healthy, adult males, the tiger could have a slight physical edge. That doesn't make the lion weaker. It simply reflects differences in body structure, lifestyle, and individual circumstances. In nature, they don't need to fight each other. Each is perfectly adapted to dominate its own world. Now it's your turn. Team Tiger or Team Lion? Tell us why in the comments and choose the next predator battle.